Hi, it's Lara Waldman here, the Abundance Activator. How are you today? I would really like to have an honest, deep dive conversation with you about what it really takes to create a life of abundance, to manifest your dreams into reality. There are many pieces to this adventure, and one that I want to share today is the challenges of this path. The aspects of this path that can be very hard, deeply triggering, and confronting. This is something that I'm experiencing all the time as I'm up leveling, as I'm welcoming in a new level of my soul's purpose, what I'm being called to step into in my business, what I'm being called to welcome in terms of my income, what I'm charging, my pricing, what my relationship's being called into, what my home's being called into, my health, my relationship with my children. This work requires us to look at every area of our life. It's a fine-tuning. So wherever you are on your journey, we're always having to take a really deep and honest look at what is going on now in order to transform anything that's not in alignment with you anymore, to make space for the new. This means being deeply humbled. It's an amazing ego eradicator. It's taking a really good close look in the mirror at your wounding, at your trauma, at your fears, whatever is there running you. And it's, to be honest, there's always something to look at. This is what never ceases to amaze me. I've been doing this work consciously for over 20 years, deep diving into myself. And there's always more to uncover and discover. It's fascinating. It's like digging for buried treasure. And what is fascinating to me is that actually sometimes, or actually always, when you start manifesting and welcoming in what you truly desire, that can be the most confronting of all. When the things that you desire actually show up, or the opportunities show up for you to take that next step, these are the moments that can be the most triggering. So what comes up for you? For me, the one that comes up time and time again is my deep wounding around being abandoned or rejected or left. So my programming is that if I welcome in that next level of wealth, success, health, love, whatever it is that's going on in my life and my business, there is a deep fear in me that gets triggered, that gets activated, that if I step into that, I will be left, I will be rejected, I will be judged, and people will leave me. It's a deep wound, and every time I'm about to up level to the next space, it comes up again. So each time it feels like a massive, massive risk to step into this higher frequency of whatever area I'm focusing on. Money, abundance, soul purpose, a new level of love, health, as I said. There's many, many areas. Whatever area you're focusing on, you're going to meet yourself. This is why I love manifestation work, because there's nowhere to hide. And the great news is, as you move through this, you are finding yourself on a whole new level. You're stepping into your purpose on a whole new level, your gifts on a whole new level, your power on a whole new level, your truth on a whole new level that's always been there, kind of ready and waiting for you to discover it, for you to come home to yourself. So our mind is very much focused outside in. We think we want to go for that thing or go and get that thing. But the truth is, this journey is about coming home. And we have to have the courage to go in and look at what's there in order to transform. So I would say almost every day I'm triggered or challenged by life. And it can come through all sorts of vehicles: business, family, husband, friends, health, who knows? There's lots of fun and exciting ways that life is trying to help us come home to the truth of who we are. So yes, we celebrate the successes and welcome them in. But I know that you welcoming that success in is going to trigger you. It's going to bring it all up to the surface. So it's what I've realized in coaching so many, successful people in the world that you look at and be like, wow, they're really successful. They're doing really well. I know that work to step up, the success that you see from the outside requires immense courage, inner work to allow that in, to step into that vibration. The behind the scenes can be really messy and painful, challenging. But the courageous warrior, the courageous soul leader doesn't shy away. They face it, they go in, they transform, and they show up more powerfully, more in their power, more in their light, more in their gifts, more in their truth. And that is what opens up the floodgates to welcoming in a whole new levels of abundance. It's an inside-out job. It's an inside-out job. Yes, you can create from the outside in, but you're not going to have yourself kind of aligned with that. We want your heart, we want your soul, we want all of you to be aligned on this path. And that's when you start to experience true success, true abundance, true wealth. It's not just looking shiny and pretty on the outside. It's really, really beautifully aligned from the inside out. And it's gorgeous. And why I'm so passionate about this, why I'm so passionate about you going for this as well, is because this is what creates powerful change in the world. This is what's going to realign misaligned systems, structures, so much unnecessary pain and suffering going on this planet, that as you courageously do this work, and we all courageously do this work, we are realigning for all of us, not only for yourself, for all the lives that you touch in your soul purpose work and beyond. So thank you, beautiful being, for doing all your inner work, for courageously facing yourself, for going in. And I know how awful it can feel in the deepest, darkest moments, but courageously go into that darkness, love it, transform it, and you will come out into a whole new level of light, of love, and of abundance. And often the thing we fear the most, like my fear of being left, rejected, unloved, I've done it enough times now to know that the opposite is actually true. There's a whole new level of love, a whole new level of connection, a whole new level of intimacy that is on the other side of that fear. But it's very hard because the mind likes to play tricks on us. This is why you need your soul team, why you need heart-aligned people in your life to cheer you on, to hold your hand, to be with you as you cry and collapse, and to be with you when you celebrate and welcome it in. So beautiful one, sending you so much love. You've got this, and I'll speak to you again very soon.